The best weight loss program for women over 60. So I get this question quite a bit. Dr. Allo, I'm 65 years old. I am more retired now. I have more time. What can I do to lose weight? So this is probably the majority of my patients. The majority of my patients are definitely over 60, and they definitely want to lose weight, or should want to lose weight. They need to. So then where I would start is kind of where I would start for most people would be figure out how many calories you are currently eating. Download a program like MyFitnessPal. It's an app. And just figure out this many calories. I'm eating 3,000 calories a day, let's say. And what I would tell you, figure out your daily average. Track for about a week or two, 10 days maybe. Figure out how many calories you're eating every day on average. Subtract about 300 to 500 from that number. That's how many calories you definitely need to eat now to start causing weight loss. And you want to keep your calories as high as possible. If you're eating 3,000 and now you're eating 2,500, you're losing weight, there's no reason to eat 1,200. Don't drop to 1,200 because that just messes everything up. You lose weight way too quickly and you adapt to a very, very low calorie count. It's kind of hard to get back up. So eat 2,500 and just stick with that. You'll lose all the weight that you want. If you ever get stuck, we can talk about that later. It's a totally different episode. But do that, a year, 2, 3 years, however much you want, you will lose all the weight you want and get to your ideal body weight, hopefully, or at least pretty close. The next step, I would say you got to make sure you're getting enough protein. So number 1 would be reduce your calories by about 300 to 500. Number 2, make sure you get enough protein, usually 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if you're 180 pounds, you got to eat about 160-ish pounds of grams of protein. If you're 230 pounds, you want to eat 180-ish. We say about 0.6 to 1.7 or like 0.7 to 1.6 grams of protein per pound of lean body mass. So it kind of depends on if you want to calculate your lean body mass or not. The vast majority of women, if you're over 100 grams of protein, you're going to be fine, up to about 180. If you're way over 200, try to get to the 160, 180 range. If you're just 140, 150, probably 120 is more than enough. But try to get enough protein. Most people are eating 30 to 40 grams, especially my older female patients. They're eating 30 to 40 grams of protein a day. You need probably double or triple that. So definitely get that up without increasing your calories. Try to keep your calories controlled though. The next thing I would want you to do is start a resistance training program. This is weightlifting. And it's mainly to help increase your metabolism, and to retain your body, your lean body mass. You want to retain muscle. Once you start dieting down, you will get rid of muscle, especially in the elderly population. When you're over 60, there's something called sarcopenia, where you start losing muscle. Especially if you start cutting calories, you're going to lose muscle at a faster rate than a young person. So start with a weightlifting program, mainly to send the signal to your body that I need these muscles. Don't get rid of muscle, maybe even build muscle, but I need them, so just get rid of the fat. So that's hugely important. And if you're not sure where to start, I have a program below. If you click on my exercise program, it's called a push-pull legs program, where we hit your legs, chest, back, biceps, body, all in succession. It's a super easy program, and it has video demonstrations as well as a schedule you can follow. Now, I would recommend starting out with just 1 day a week. So like every Monday, maybe do legs 1 day. The next Monday do push, the next Monday do pull. And you just keep cycling it. And you don't have to go that crazy. Just start with some very light weight that you can do. Over time, increase the weight. So like if, let's say you're doing, an overhead press. You got a barbell or a couple dumbbells, and you're pushing it overhead. You go and do 3 pounds in each hand. And the next week, try 4. The next week, 5. Just slowly try to get it up until you're doing something, quite remarkable that you'd be proud of. The next thing I would add in is start with a walk. And you don't have to do this every day, but start walking a few times a week. They say about 3 times a week for like an hour. Just start there. And if you can't, just do 2 minutes, and then the next day make it 4 minutes, and then the next day make it 6 minutes. Just start with some kind of a walk. As time goes on and you build your cardiorespiratory endurance, you can add in a light jog, but you don't even have to. You could just walk on a treadmill or an incline and just get your endurance that way. You want to get your heart rate over 100 for the vast majority of people, especially my 60-year-olds and up. That's going to be the most important thing to do. And that's kind of what I would do. There's not a whole lot of magic or secret to it. Just to kind of recap, number 1, get your calories 300 to 500 less than what they already are. Eat enough protein, 150 grams a day should be enough. Start with some kind of weightlifting program, like the program below that you can download. And then start with some kind of walking or some kind of endurance program. Get good sleep, get good rest. Eat a more nutritious, more balanced meal. If you're only eating cheeseburgers, try to add in something. If you're only eating fast food, try to add in more wholesome food. Reduce calories in your salads, whatnot. All of that stuff definitely helps. So I hope this helps. Please share this with somebody who needs to hear it.